Good morning, everybody. We are in Cheetham Hill. So, if you watched last night, I've got a special surprise for you, everyone. Look who's with me today.
Hi.
Blondie's back from holiday.
Yeah, the blonde bimbo.
So, there's going to be quite a bit going on today, everybody. We're going to do this particular graveyard story, which we're going to get to the most exciting bit shortly, but I want to tell you the background story. Then we're going to go to a place called St Luke's, which is an abandoned church graveyard, and see if we can get into the crypt. Or I'll go in. I don't know if Lou will, but will you go in, Lou?
Yeah, of course I will.
All right.
Like
And then Lou and I are going to go for some nice lunch somewhere. Lou's going to choose where we're going, and you'll be doing a review, I imagine. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's it. So let me give you a little bit of background, everybody. We're in a Tesco's car park now. Back in 1815 or 19, I think it was, there was a graveyard that opened on this specific site that we're on. Many, many, many rich people from the time were buried here, and burials remained on this site until the 1960s. I think the last interment was around about 1965. 1970s, the burial ground was handed over to Manchester City Council and it went into disarray. The newspaper report that I read, the guy who wrote the report said that the graveyard was littered. You'll be looking at pictures, but the graveyard was littered with gravestones, and I thought, how dare he say that? How dare he say it's littered? It's almost
respectful.
yeah. But then I thought about it, and I thought actually what they might mean is the fact that people have been in and they'd thrown the graves down in strange places, so that would be littering, wouldn't it, if it was in a place where it shouldn't be?
Yeah.
Anyway, point is, everybody, the local people in the area were really fuming about it, and I absolutely agree with them 100%, and I think they've got a right to be fuming. So Manchester Council sold the site for 20 million, and the local developer, or the developer that bought it, said, we're going to pull up all the bodies are going to be reburied. And the Manchester City Council said, we'll give you 3 sites, one at Bury, one at Southern Cemetery, one at Moston Cemetery. And everyone was kicking off, oh, this is the kicker. But listen to this, Lou, they said, but you can spend $3,000 if you want, you can buy another plot somewhere else.
Right.
Or, yeah,
It's where the families want them to go, innit?
yes. Or we can put you can put your family members in a mass grave. Look at that little thing there.
Oh, you mean they was asking the families to spend $3,000?
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
they wanted $3,000. They said, if you want, spend $3,000, we'll give you another plot somewhere else. I'm assuming $3,000 is a discounted rate, because
It's still disgusting because they're moving them. They sold the land.
Other than that, we'll put them in a mass grave. Bearing in mind, the last person that went in was in 1965, I think it was. So that person's grandchildren in 2000 still alive.
Yeah.
How disgusting.
That is disgusting.
Anyway, everyone, I'm going to cut to the chase here. So, as with everything, the council and everyone got the way, and all of that, and they dug the bodies. Yeah. And they dug the bodies up. So, there's a tip in Hayside in Oldham, which we might go to today, Lou, if you fancy it. Just have a look. And what happened was the ground that was cleared out of this here site was taken to the tip in Oldham, and then bodies parts were found.
That's disgusting.
Human bones.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone, we're going to go. I need a pee, as I always do on these videos. Over here are some of the original gravestones, so we're going to go in, gut at Lou, do what we need to do, and then we're going to come back out, and then we're going to have a look at the gravestones, everybody, and we're going to see who these individuals are that were at rest in this particular site. Right, everybody, I've just been to Lou. I'm in the toilets in Cheetham Hill, in the thing. This is me. I look horrendous today. These mirrors. Look at these mirrors. They're shocking. Do you hear that? These machines are working by themselves. Oh my God! Everyone, you saw that. Everyone, you saw that. I'm in the toilet there. We've just had a situation.
What?
I've just been having a pee.
Yeah.
And the machines have just been turning themselves on and off in there all on their own. I've just got it on video.
Seriously?
I'm not joking.
Okay.
Right, let's go. Right, everybody, so we've just come out. Lou, tell that story that's just been recounted to you.
Right, we've just spoke to the security guard about this used to be a graveyard, and I said, is it a bit haunted? He said, well, he's heard things. So there you go. So
He's heard things. I wonder what he's heard. Maybe we need to go back and ask him in a bit.
Yeah, and if the hand dryers were going off, that means these people want the dead people want the story to be told. Well, I believe in that. I don't.
Yeah,
know
I believe in it. I believe in it.
The guy said there was a flood here last year, and there was a hole in the floor and it collapsed, and they found a body in it. So they didn't exhume all the bodies up from here.
How can they possibly?
No.
200 years of, over 250 years of burials.
It's disgusting.
Right, everybody, so in this top corner over here, we're going to take our time and walk over.
Yep.
We're going to look at every single cemetery stone that we can find, and I'm going to do my very best, everybody, to show you who these people were, or at least, at the very least, as I always try and do, tell you who they were. I'll try and find where the houses were. I'll do some proper, we'll go to town on this one as much as we possibly can, everyone, and let's see what we can find, and then let's get over to St Luke's for part 2.
Definitely. Yes, that'd be good.
I'm going to go and find these gravestones now. I was just saying to Lou, I wonder if they'd made benches out of the gravestones, but I think that'd be really crass if they have, so I doubt it. Watch your foot in here, Lou. Jesus Christ, have you over? So yeah, we're going to have a look at these, everybody. This is actually quite spectacular. I don't know where to start. Let's start in this corner and hopefully we can read them.
I can see 10 up here.
Yeah, there's a few in there. I can't actually read. Can't read it.
That says
Stanley, the beloved husband of Anne Jones, who died October the 31st, 1949? 49. 1949, aged 79 years.
So that's
This,
not that old, is it?
no, this memorial marks all
What does it say? Where are we up to?
had
This memorial are all that are left.
one
of the
dearest
oh,
one of
the
the best. Also, Anne. Wow.
the beloved wife of the above.
Looks like Anne died earlier, doesn't it? No, 19... You can see, everybody, it's really difficult to read it, isn't it, Lou, that one?
Yeah, it's not full of moss.
Let's have a look at this one here. This is John Helm Smith, who died July the 28th, 1916. He was 84. Also Sarah, the beloved wife. She died 1871, December 25th, Christmas Day. Oh no, that was the child. That was the child.
Also,
Hang on, where does it say 43? It's one at 13. Also,
that's my son.
Stanley, who died in Madagascar, July the 1st, 1898, aged 33. Madagascar, what's that been renamed these days?
I don't know. And then Harriet Alice, who died
September 24th, 1899, aged 35 years. Joseph.
Is it Paul?
Oh, you can't read it, everybody. It's just worn, hasn't it? It's just worn away.
Oh, yeah. Also, Wilson,
It also says musket there as well, look, so it could be anything. Mary, beloved wife of the above. Let's have a look at this one here. Well, see, this one you can't see either. Someone had dropped a fag on this one, everybody.
Around, but they make only one thing here. The guys which is explained to me,
He said what, sorry?
he said that this family, for example, 4 or 5 names, they say all the rounds there, and they make one of them, like just.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, but they created rounds.
They were buried all around.
It's all around.
To make them.
It says, the grass with hereth the flower fadeth, the word of our God shall stand forever.
Aww.
And this is in loving remembrance of James Rylewebb, Rylllwebb, Wesleyan's minister.
You really had to read that.
Yeah, had no
That's
street circuit in Manchester, born May 23rd, 1826, died June 10th, 1877. Sorry, what were you going to say?
most of them, the famous that time. Like, you know, these
Notable
people-
characters.
Yeah.
Nice one, Luke. Okay, let's have a look over here, everybody. We've got these two. Yeah, we're going to have a look at these ones here.
Look it all the way around.
Right, everybody, in loving memory of Fred, dearly beloved husband of Ada Emily Hayes, who departed this life. May the 7th?
May 1910.
May the 4th, 1910. Also, Ada, she died at the age 57 in 1913. She was 60 years old. Those are the most difficult ones there to read, everybody. It's like they put them down, and I think with the tree sap and everything, they've just weathered really badly, haven't they?
And the moss off the floor's gone on them.
That's it, yeah, where these ones are a little bit more resilient, easier to read.
The marble ones out there.
Yeah, right, here we go. So this one is in memory of John Steele Higgins, guardian of the poor, 1907 to 1920, who died August 13th, 1921, aged 76 years old. We've also got Susanna Wilson, the delivered wife of the above. She died in 1912. We've got Elizabeth Walker, who's the daughter. She died in 1884. She was only 8 weeks. Poor bugger. Interesting, he's called John Higgins, she's called Hannah Wilson, and the daughter's called Elizabeth Walker. No, it don't make sense. Why has the daughter not got the same surname? Unless, sometimes what they do on these old stones, they don't necessarily put surnames on for wives and kids. Yeah. So it might be a name as Elizabeth Walker Higgins, for instance. Walker might be the second name, you know, like, mine's Louise, what's yours?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Mine's Heather, actually.
There you go, you see. So yours would say Lou Heather.
Yeah.
And then your father's name on his name. Interestingly enough, they put Thomas Higgins, father of the above, J.S., John Steele. He died in 1864, and Elizabeth, his wife, is in there too. Yep. Sarah Ellen Fisher died August 16th, 1957. She was 85 years old, peacefully. Sobering. Richard is also in there, her husband. Reunited. What year did Richard die? January 26th, 1960. So again, Richard is another one. Sorry, I put my foot on that stone, everybody. I do apologise if I couldn't get near because of them bushes. Richard would be another one, interred and then dragged out of his grave. It's awful, this. There's a sign over here, everybody. Let's see what this sign says. This garden is to commemorate the former use of this land as a Wesleyan cemetery. The remains of those interred in the cemetery between October 1868 and the 2nd of July 1968 have been removed and are now interred at Bury Centre, Blakely Cemetery, Blakely Cemetery and Southern Cemetery, where there are monuments to confirm their origins.
But as you say, they've not all been removed.
No, what's interesting, they said this place opened in the early 1800s, but it only mentions burials from 1868 to July 68, so that's interesting. Oh, that's because of the bloody dates that are on the graves here, isn't it? That's what it is, yeah. Okay. Come on then, let's have a look at this one here, everybody. Ever loving memory of Herbert, the beloved husband of Alice Townley, who passed away 26th of December 1935. Also Alice, the beloved wife of the above, who died March the 1st, 1957. It just doesn't make sense, does it? You look at them dates and you think, why the hell can you dig someone up like that?
Doesn't make sense.
We've got some more graves here, everyone, but to be honest with you, I don't think we've got a number at the foot of that one. I don't know if you can see out there, Lou. This one's been covered with that tree.
Mary Ann,
Ah,
the beloved wife of William.
is it William?
Summit Wood.
William Greenwood of Cheetham Hill.
Yeah.
She died 1866. She was only 47 years old. William's not in there, so William probably remarried and was buried with his later wife, you can assume. Well, she's not in there now either because she hasn't got a grave anymore. Well, not here anyway.
The stone, isn't it?
Thomas Richards died June the 5th, 1888, aged 70. Is also in there with Mary Richards, his wife. She died 31st of March, 1893. The son's in there as well. And it says, we have loved him in life, let us not forget him in death.
The thing is, when they've moved them, have they moved them and put them all together?
No, they've
That's
put everyone
great.
in a mass grave, so they'll just throw all the bones in. And
yeah.
you can't imagine anything was done with any dignity. I can't imagine it was, Lou, can you?
No.
I mean, the dignity, there is no dignity in being dragged out your grave.
All for money.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
So respect doesn't come into it whatsoever.
So here, everybody, we have William Bradley, who passed away suddenly September the 20th, 1909, aged 59 years. He walked with God and was not for God took him. Margaret Hill, beloved wife of William Bradley. She died aged 54. Emma Alexandra. She died 16th of February 1876, aged 9 months. Maggie Hume. And she died 9 months, Maggie did, in 1879. The infant daughters and granddaughters of the late Reverend Alexandra Hume. See, this is the thing, there's not really much care gone into it, because if you think about it, we've got another one here. That plain side should have been facing this side so everyone can see. But anyway, William Foskey Craig, the beloved husband of Isabel Mabel Craig, son-in-law of W and M.H. Bradley, and only son of the late Reverend H.E. Craig, who passed away January the 17th, 1908, aged 33. And his wife Isabel, she died in 1957. Another late interment. Oh, here we go, everybody. Look at this one. Jeannie, wife of William Oldham. Died March the 19th, 1844, aged 35. Potentially in childbirth, maybe. Maybe.
Right there, young.
I don't know if you're getting onto this, everybody, but have you noticed the amount of crap that's just been dumped?
No one's cleaning it.
No one's cleaning it. Now, you see, the thing is, if I was the manager of that Tesco store, you know what I'd do? I wouldn't even ask someone else to come in and do it. I'd come out with one of them litter cleaners and I'd clean it myself. That's what I'd do.
I like his name, manager.
Lovely that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, see you later, love. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
So everybody, there we go. The Wesleyan Cemetery. So the next time you're in a Tesco's or an Asda or, I don't know, car park in the town centre, look at the, look at the most famous grave under a car park. Yeah. King Richard III, found in Coventry, I think. Was it Coventry or Leicester he was found? Coventry.
It was Leicester.
Was it Leicester?
Yes.
Anyway, there you go. This is the new smoker, by the way, everybody. Lou likes it, don't you, Lou?
I love it. It's fab.
Right, let's get to St Luke's and then let's get a nice dinner, Lou. What you saying?
Yes.
Right, we're going, everyone. We'll see you shortly. Right, everybody. What did you think about that? My thought is the story is atrocious. I don't think those bodies should have been moved. They could have done what they said they were going to do. I didn't mention this in the video because I forgot. But the residents, the locals, were saying, look, you know, it's a wild park. There's loads of wildlife in there. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Like, spend some money on it. You know, turn it into like a local community garden or, you know, it looks to me, and if you look at those pictures that I showed you, they've just left the place to rack and ruin. And there was no care. There was an agenda. They wanted to take the ground. I think it's disgusting that some people were interred in the 60s and then taken out in 2000. That is horrendous. That is like Oldham Council going to Cheetham Cemetery now, right? My granddad died in 2001. He's only been in the ground 23 years. Only 23 years, crikey. But my point is, you know, it's like them just turning around now and saying, yeah, we're going to dig up his remains. And my grandma's, she went in a few years afterwards, but, you know, like if you look at my granddad as the longest, we're going to dig up his remains and we're going to go and put him in a mass grave. You'd be fuming. Oh, and then if they said to you, oh, but it's all right because if you pay $3,000, we can give you another grave. What? We've already paid for that one, 20 years ago. And it's the same for them people. I just think it's disgusting. I think the dead need to be left alone. And I think if we had more respect for the dead in this country, it would be a better place. There's just no respect. And some of that you'll see in the next video that I've got coming up. And I do sometimes get on my high horse, but I think I've got a right to in this respect. Well, the families of the people who that's happened to certainly do have a right to. But that said, the other side of the video, what did you think? Oh my God, about that. Now, some people said in that toilet, some people, when I spoke to this woman come in, I cut the video short in the toilet because a woman come in. She looked at me as if like I was a nutter. But my thought process, not going to talk for much longer because I can see I've been on for 2 minutes now. But I swear to God, I was in the toilet and I heard the thing and I thought, there's nobody else in here. I've not heard anybody. And I came out and I was just filming it and looking, and you saw what happened. So this woman said, "Oh yeah, it'll just be the machine. It'll just be going funny." I went, "No." I said, "Did you know there were people buried on here?" She went, "Yeah, I heard something." She weren't bothered. But when I went out and mentioned it to Lou, you saw that in the video. Well, after that, we were speaking to the security guard. And Lou said to the security guard, she went, "The thing's just turned on in there." And he went, "There's all sorts going on in here." I said, "Is it haunted?" And he didn't say it was, and he didn't say it wasn't. He just said, "There's all sorts going on." All sorts of things like that happening. But I don't know if he meant in there or if he meant like things like that happen all the time. I don't know. I think it's more, what I'm trying to say is he didn't say it was like definitely that, but, you know, make your own mind up. But you saw the video. I was nowhere near it. And yes, it could be a faulty dryer, possibly as a faulty dryer, but it's also built on a cemetery, very, very spooky place at night. I don't know if I'd want to be in there at night. Perhaps a nighttime visit at Tesco's is needed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. There's going to be a lot more quirky stuff coming up, and I'm not suggesting this is quirky. What I'm saying, everybody, is, you know, a lot more stuff with a bit of a backstory to it. We're going to be doing a lot of that this year, including Scotland that's coming up soon. So I'm going to go now. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you soon.